I saw your video about chitta vrittis, and you had mentioned that in order to get rid of the chitta vrittis, you need to do japa, dhyana, dharana, and but also in order to do those correctly, you have to start getting rid of your chitta vrittis. So it's like a circle. And so if you can explain why this is such a loop, and it's like a dog chasing its own tail. So if you can put some light on this, it will, bring my mind to peace.
Very good, very good. Now, about yoga, about spiritual journey also, we say yogasya jnanam.
What was the whole point of this creation if the created had to go back again to the creator? Like, I'm very confused about why this.
Why all this is going on? If why not? Just answer that. Why not? And if not, then what? So when you attain samadhi, you realize, I have always been that way. And I am again there. And this whole drama that I played in so many lifetime actually feels like few hours. To me, after samadhi, it's like, oh, it's only been 2.5 hours or so.
A lot of people have sudden experiences, like, sudden Kundalini Jagran or some, light and sound show happens. And yes, I agree that is not the objective. But I've seen that those people get into surrender faster because of that one, knowing that there is something higher out there, right?
Namaste, Jai Shivai. Hope you all are watching this and you are liking this program. Please do like, comment, share, and spread it as much as possible. And we have Yogini ji again here with us. And also feel free to ask your questions and we will pick up those questions in our next videos. So Yogini ji, what are you drinking today?
I'm drinking date milkshake. I've heard it's good iron, so trying.
Good. Very good.
Today, actually, I have some questions that have been bothering me, and I'm just not getting the right answer, no matter where I read and what. So I'm going to ask you these questions, and I'm hoping that you give me some bomb kind of answer that will stop these questions forever.
Forever.
Okay. I saw your video about chitta vrittis, and you had mentioned that in order to get rid of the chitta vrittis, you need to do japa, dhyana, dharana, and but also in order to do those correctly, you have to start getting rid of your chitta vrittis. So it's like a circle. And then the same thing is continuously coming to me, as in to go into samadhi, you have to have gyan, but to get gyan, you have to go into samadhi. And so everything is again surrender, also same story. So if you can explain why this is such a loop, and it's like a dog chasing its own tail. So if you can put some light on this, it will bring my mind to peace.
Very good. All good. So you see, what happens is that first of all, it's not a linear path. Okay, the spiritual journey is not at all linear. It's a spiral. You need to understand that. A spiral. And it's not even a circle. A spiral is going upwards and then going downwards. It is like that. It is a spiral, the path itself. And in life, you will see in general, at times some things will externally attract you. Then there will be a desire in you to have them again. So the first For example, anybody becomes a smoker. So let's talk about habits or addiction. That is how they are formed, right? You may initially somebody may give you, you may taste something and you may like it, and then there is a desire that is coming from within to have it externally, go for it externally. Any addiction is like that. Any habit is like that. Some people start daydreaming and they like it so much. So, first time it happened because somebody asked you to imagine this, imagine that, visualize this, visualize that. Then you started daydreaming, it started coming from within. So, it's a bi directional exchange. Now, about yoga, about a spiritual journey also, we say yogasya jnanam. Means first time you do the yoga, any kind of practice, any kind of sadhana that you do, you need some little bit of shuddhi of buddhi, little bit of sanctity, little bit of purity within, little bit of good karmic balance to be able to listen to somebody's advice that you should start doing yoga or pranayama or any kind of practice. You will listen to it. Even to start doing puja rituals, you need little bit of buddhi, little bit of shuddhi in you should exist. The more you do that, the more you are purified. The more you are purified, the more pure your gyan starts becoming. So the more yoga you do, the more you practice, the more the gyan of everything, not just two types of gyan, two types of wisdom starts happening to people or should happen to people. Either the gyan or the wisdom of your own limitation, that should happen, or the gyan of infinite should happen. Unlimited nature of Paramatma should happen. So these are the two things, two types of wisdom that we want to happen. One provokes the other. So one becomes the more you have the gyan or the wisdom about your own limitations, then you will try to break the boundaries. You will do more yoga, more yoga. And that way, someday you'll reach a state where that gyan of infinity starts happening to you. Then you will realize that becoming empty did what to you. Then you will do it more and then it will happen more. Then you may realize, oh, I am not getting that much of experience of infinitude of Paramatma. That means I need to remove more of my limitations from within. So the more yoga you do, the more the gyan of these two things start happening to you. Finally, there is nothing left in you and you are one with Paramatma, you know the entire existence. So first you know your existence. You face your existence. When you are done dealing with it, done facing with it, nothing is remaining in you. Then the Gyan of ultimate is there. It was always there. So it's not that anybody was stopping it. You were the only one who was stopping yourself. So then that starts happening to you. So it's a loop, it's a cycle, feeds onto each other. The effort feeds the result makes you do more efforts.
Interesting. I never thought of it as a spiral. Normally you just
No, it is a
think that it's
spiral.
a straight
Sometimes we go up, sometimes it feels like we came down, but again you go up with a very good bounce. So practice, results feed more practice. Results at times start guiding you what more practice you need. Okay, so when we say you get two types of gyan, either the gyan about your limitation or the gyan about the unlimited nature of Paramatma. Only two types of gyan is what is needed to walk the spiritual journey. But when you are looking at your limitations, you suddenly realize, okay, one was there, it may take you 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years to fight that limitation and ultimately come out of it. But when you will get frustrated, you'll suddenly hear, this is not happening, I'm not able to, get over this boundary. Then you take help of Guru, then you take help of more Gyan, external things, you try initiation, you try this, you try that, and that way You're able to cross that boundary, something else may come up.
Okay, another such confusion. So in Sanatana Dharma, we believe as a like that there is a creator, right? Paramatma, whoever, there is a creator. Somebody has created us, right? Not every religion believes that, but let's start from the premise that somebody has created us. So, why would somebody create parts of themselves to go and play this game and in different environments, and then there's a report card like a karmic account, and the objective of the game is again to come back to that same uh, Paramatma. So why this? What was the whole point of this creation if the created had to go back again to the creator? Like, I'm very confused about why this.
So all the why stops because there is no cause for Paramatma to exist. Why does forget about you? Why does even creator exist? Why? Because it is existence himself, he exists. He or she or it or whatever pronoun you want to use. Right? There is no cause. Now why do you exist? Because your existence, you exist. It's not you exist or Paramatma exist. It's that we are existence. It just is. There is no cause behind it. Absolutely no cause. Now, because we are Atma, we do stand a chance to create our own creation. For example, whenever you are cooking and your daughter is watching, she may try to make a roti. She'll try to cook something, maybe using her toys, kitchen toys, right? She may start doing exactly same thing. She may not cook anything useful, yet it's her kitchen, right? She doesn't want you to break it or destroy it, or she's very much attached to her blue cup, green glass, pink plate. How much she's attached to. Try snatching it from her. She'll cry a ton. However much you tell her that this is not real kitchen. It's not cooking the real food. Is she going to give it up? No. The day she understands herself, she would be the one who throws out her kitchen set. Take a boy, for example. They have all kinds of police car, fire brigade to play with. Children play with these kind of toys, right? And they will keep on making noise all day with those cars and sirens all the time they are playing. Or they may build a Lego house. Is that a real house? Is that a real fire brigade? Try telling them. They are so attached, they might even sleep with that car, sleep with that toy. Exactly same is the human nature. Exactly same is the nature of Atma. We are not always all about, yes, there we exist. So then now what? You exist, now what do you do? Just sit like this. That is what happens when you get moksha and you attain Mahasamadhi. 100 Brahma Varsh is the time given in Sankhya Darshan that an Atma stays in Mukti. And how many years so 100 Brahma Varsh is few billion years. It's actually, the calculation itself is so huge that it is considered as infinity. So let's just say you stay in Mukti, in Moksha, in Ananda. That is all. Because you exist, you are Anandita. You are Ananda. And you stay that way for an infinite time. When you come out of it, and then you realize, oh, I exist. And that is where I exist, then I will make something else exist too. That's the nature. Then we will have some kids exist, and then we will build a kitchen, and then we will build this. Then we will do this. When we will, who sits idle? If you have buddhi, if you have all your hands and feet working, try sit non-doing without feeling an ananda is actually a pain. So only we stay in 100% non-doing as an Atma only when we are in Ananda, when we are in that period of moksha. The kal of mukti, the time period, that infinite time period of that mukti. So for how long do we play this drama? If you look at from Atman's infinite experience, it may be hardly 2-3 hours. But it's actually lifetimes. It's the lifetime of being this, being that, being a lion roars, being a tree, being this, being a human, being some other being this, being. So all the creation. So we start, because we exist, we start doing exactly same the way Parampita Paramatma is doing. Because I just told you, your daughter will pick up a kitchen set or maybe something else. If you are a soldier, your children might pick up a gun or start dressing up like a soldier. So why? Children copy parents. We do exactly that. That's not children's nature, that's an Atma's nature. So Paramatma creates this existence for a purpose. What was the purpose? 2. Bhog and upvarg. So bhoga means experiencing, good or bad or whatever karma you have done. So experience your karma, the fruit of your karma, and walk your spiritual journey. Those are the 2 reasons Paramatma created a system. Just like you created a system that you have a house, a bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, your job. It's a system. For what? So exactly same thing. To feel the freedom. To feel the freedom, to flower the individuality of your child, of yourself, and provide a safe space. So this entire existence is a safe space. And you want the child, from time to time, you do scold your child, you may give her punishment or something. We all punish our children. Why? When they are doing tantrums or something, we'll punish them. What was that punishment for? Bad, wrong thing. So Paramatma created a karmic system. Why all this is going on? If why not? Just answer that. Why not? And if not, then what? Nothing exists. Okay, all right. Nothing exists. Nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens. What was the fun in that?
Yeah, so somebody is having fun, right?
We are.
Because everybody else is suffering.
We created our own existence, our own samsara. Everybody has created their own samsara, right? So they are having fun. Everybody is having fun. So it's a fun time. What's the problem? It's just that your definition of fun time changes. And then you suffer. Same thing is, a child may just mess up or break all your eggs in the kitchen, and then you have to clean up. How mad you will be. How much you will scold your child for doing that. Or child may spill the milk. Or just paint themselves, and then you have to give them a shower. Then they get scolded. So if the idea of fun time goes wrong, you get punished. And that's the theory of karma. Principle of karma.
So the idea was for everybody to be in Ananda and just be, but we have made it a mess. Okay.
Because we understood Ananda wrong. Right? And day by day, lifetime after lifetime, we kept thinking, I get Ananda from this, I get Ananda from that. Forgot that we were Ananda ourselves. We can be in that permanent Ananda. So it really does not matter when, in terms of infinity, you see, we are actually in Ananda. Just for few years, few hundred, few thousand years, we do all this drama, which from that timeline actually feels like a blink of an eye. So when you attain samadhi, you realize, I have always been that way, and I am again there. And this whole drama that I played in so many lifetime actually feels like few hours. To me, after samadhi, it felt like, oh, it's only been 2.5 hours or so. That's why everybody, when they attain samadhi, they actually laugh, you know, that nothing was ever done, nothing ever happened. We existed, we will exist. And why were we crying and crying and screaming and suffering and yelling and screaming and doing all that drama? We played the nice drama. Imagine you become a theater artist and you go there and you play a role, you enjoy it, you come out of it, you are not back to normal again. But you like it very much. Wow, what a role I played. Good or bad?
I read this. I've not read it very deeply, but that Ashtavakra Gita, he says that self-realization is right now. Like Atmagyan can happen right now. Is that what is meant? Like you were saying that if we just be in Ananda and we just be, then we can be realized right now? Or is that just some, Advaita Vedanta thing that is complex and I don't understand?
It's a very deep, it's a very coded statement. You can say it's a very coded teaching. He's saying Atmagyan can happen to you right now. What are the conditions for that? You see fine print.
There were a lot of conditions. You're right. It wasn't just that.
What are the conditions? You should be empty. How much we are filled with all kinds of vrittis and karma and our ideas and our thoughts, because ultimately we don't want to give up our kitchen set. We don't want to give up that fire brigade. Right? We still want to control it. I can still use it. So till the time any external support, or however subtle it may be, not just external to the body, even for you as an Atman, everything is external. So even the subtlest things are external. So till the time you are able to see something, you will still try to control the situation, hold the situation. So until you are 100% empty, until you are completely in surrender, because suddenly you really, I do not want to see anything, nothing exists. That's Paravairagya state. So that is when it is said that, yes, and it's not that, okay, now I am in the queue because I have had 1 year of Paravairagya. No. The moment you reach that 100% emptiness, it's happened right away. Samadhi. That is what he's saying. It can happen to you now. Are you that empty?
No. Otherwise, I would not be asking for this question. Acha, one more thing. A lot of people have sudden experiences, like, sudden Kundalini Jagran or some, light and sound show happens. And yes, I agree that that is not the objective. But I've seen that those people get into surrender faster because of that one, knowing that there is something higher out there, right? And a lot of people get serious about this only when they have some kind of. So then again, why is it said that don't chase experiences? And then also that experience is the only thing that can actually make you go beyond your, current existence.
So the first thing to understand is that these are the people, those who have done a lot of sadhana. Period. If not in this lifetime, then previous lifetime. That's the reason their consciousness suddenly, when their karmic load is little bit settled in this lifetime, it could happen to somebody at Age 9, age 14, age whatever age they are, does not matter. But whenever the karmic load is little bit settled, that previous consciousness, development of that consciousness to the level where they were in any lifetime, it comes back suddenly. When that sudden thing happened, and then there's a sudden realization, oh, I achieved that. Oh, I reached that. That is where I should be. And no matter how much we tell people do not chase that experience, actually everybody's chasing that. Now, they may not experience that, they may experience something even more subtle, which they may miss, they may not recognize. That is why it is said that you go and ask a guru and be with a guru. Once you have that kind of an experience, that was the trigger for you to start walking a spiritual journey. So yes, experience of infinite are very important. But even to have that one experience, how much tapasya anybody and everybody has done, we do not see that. It's like saying that only when I get a first prize, I will run this race. Now, what kind of a silly argument is that? Because in order to be first in any race, any competition, you should be really working hard. Now you look at that guy, you are sitting in the audience and you are thinking, what is great? He suddenly got it. Maybe he knows his, the selection committee, the award giving committee's grandfather or father. He may have something, or what extra he did to be first in this race or in this competition. You may think like that. But no, somebody might have worked very hard for it. That you did not see. So you cannot say, I want the prize first. Only then I will run the race. Not happening. Never happens with anybody. Whomsoever you are thinking they got the prize in this lifetime, just suddenly, there's no suddenly happening. There is no sudden moment. It's a lifetime of recall of tapasya and sadhana. That is why we say that all the tapasya, all the sadhana will go with you in any lifetime.
Yeah, it's interesting because the video I was watching, this guy, white guy in the US, and he was saying that he had such a like a horrible life in that sense. Like he used to just drink and smoke and do all kinds of things every day. And then while doing that, one fine day, he just there was a moment where he went into nothingness. So all that shuddhi and all that was not required for him, I guess.
Because again, you just see how you perceived it and how you are describing it right now. You are saying that guy was drinking and smoking.
No, he said many other things also he did. That I didn't mention.
Hold on. What I'm trying to explain you here is that when you see people having this, your own perception comes from the body. You look at their body. You're analyzing his life only based on what his body was doing. Because you haven't gone deep into your own chitta, you're not able to see how and where exactly his chitta was. If how many chittavrittis he had removed in what lifetime, that actually it did not even matter that his body was drinking or smoking. Nothing could take away the expansion of his consciousness. A lot of people having consciousness means having consciousness on your intellect, on your intelligence, on the seat of buddhi, the driving seat, that is what we call it. A lot of people's buddhi, the chetana, the consciousness has gone for some sightseeing, is not there on their buddhi, without any drinking or smoking. And some people may even have a bottle or something, not that they are used to, even when they are doing all these things, still the level of consciousness is always on the buddhi, in always. So having sharirik shuddhi or physical shuddhi, physical sanctity, physical habit control, this, that, matters only till the day your dharana, your one-pointedness is missing. It's the same thing. People, those who become bookworm, they read book in the train, in the noisiest, busiest places, yet they will comprehend what is written from that book. Yet they will somehow get it exactly. And some people, they need the full environment, complete silence when they are studying something. Right? So that's the difference.
I think my last question would be that can we be fooling ourselves, like the ego? Can it start telling you that, oh, so much gyan is happening, but actually nothing is happening? Can that happen?
Yes.
And how, like,
Yes.
how would you know at that point? Like, let's say somebody doesn't have a guru, or they're just walking their journey and they think, okay,
First of
I
all,
am now.
how much gyan is happening, how much experiences are happening. Do you know how much need to happen?
No.
That is where you make, that is when the ego comes up. Everything, the gyan and the experience is unlimited because we are talking about infinity. So out of infinity, if you are able to have just one page of gyan today, a book that has infinite page and you got one paragraph, one sentence, one page, do you really think it's ever enough? So just think how much is left. If you focus more on how much is left versus how much you have finished. So class 1 student, standard 1 student may think, I finished writing my ABCD today. And PhD guy might be thinking, what the heck? He doesn't know what in next 15 years, he doesn't know how many books, how many subjects, and how many teachers, and how many sentences, and how much he will be able to grasp. He himself also, how much gyan has happened to me comes from a place of feeling very limited. Only if you think you are poor, very, very poor, you will think that I earned $1,000 this week, right? And you will think of it as something very great to happen to you, only because you are mentally very poor, or you are very poor. I'm talking about mental, more of the subtle mental poverty. I'm not talking about physical poverty or the worldly poverty, but poverty in your mind that, oh, I am satisfied. I got. Yes, it is okay to be satisfied that. But just think of the possibility. Instead of $1,000, it could have been $10,000. It could have been $100,000. Just think of what you, I'm not saying chase it that way, but to keep yourself humble, always know that so much is still remaining. And we'll never know 100%. Yet, so much is remaining. And that formula needs to be applied. That ego cutter needs to be applied on both types of gyan. You may have removed one chittavritti from you, and you may think, oh, other people are not free from their raga and dvesha. See, I am free from all my raga and dvesha. Then why is enlightenment not happening, samadhi not happening to you right now? So just see how much is more is pending and how many more years or lifetimes it may take you. So not just from the infinite perspective, apply the same ego cutter formula on the your own limitations. You don't know how much is still pending inside you. You never see the whole all at once. You will always get something in bits and pieces in both category of wisdom, whether the wisdom of infinite or wisdom of finite that you are, right? Finite nature of yours. So you'll always see bits and pieces, bits and pieces, bits and pieces. So you are always going to be a beggar who always have few coins. What's so much ego about that? Where does the ego comes from within when you know you are a beggar?
Yeah, thank you, Ma. Till I become silent, I think all these words will help me. They'll echo in my head and keep me on the path. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yogini ji, and thank you everyone who's watching this. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe, and ask your questions. Yogini ji will pick up these questions, and do tell us how the program is and what other things and elements you would like us to add or modify or transform this program into. Thank you very much. Namah Shivaya.